So as always, I like to start with punishers. These are generally your fastest, strongest moves, and a lot of them have applications in neutral besides just block punishing. It's really important to learn to pick up the free damage your opponent gives you when they make mistakes. If they do something really risky and you don't punish them for it, they're going to keep doing it, right? So you got to learn your punishes, and these moves have a lot of application beyond that. I think it's a cool feature of this character, his flexibility. His basic move set has tons of ways to use it in more advanced ways. So starting off with 10 frames, we have 1-1, simple jab string, that's natural combo. You can hold forward to go into your Phoenix Shift stance and run a quick mix-up from here. You can do hard mix-ups and you can do soft mix-ups out of this stance. It's pretty versatile, but you have to go into the right situation. This is a good one. 1-1 punish in the stance is pretty good. But you can also just do 1-2 and get a simple knockdown. More damage in a knockdown is much easier, and you can, do mix-ups from here. Go right at him with a raw Phoenix stance. It's up to you. That's what I mean about versatility. You can just do a simple thing and get damage, or you can play the longer game and leverage some of that damage into a, different situation. 12 frames, same thing. 4-4 is a natural combo right into stance. Plus 14 frames into your stance means you can do anything you want, and they really can't challenge it. They have to kind of hold that mix up. There are limits to everything, right? Every move has a counterplay, but plus 14 into stance is really good. However, if you just want damage, 2-1. Do the opposite. 1-2 for 10 frames and 2-1 for 12 frames. There's a knockdown and done. So you don't have to go for the stance if you want to keep it simple. You can keep the stance for when you're in control and just stick to basic punishes, when you're under pressure. It's up to you. The only move he has at 13 is this heat engager, 1+2. It's a safe mid, and it's a heat engager really fast. It's not the launching type, it's just a skid. You don't get a full combo, you just get that follow-up. But it's still a really good move. So at 13 frames, 24 damage into heat engage is pretty good for your Punisher. 14, you have down forward 1-2-1. This is a natural combo, and you can easily confirm, yep, I got it, and let the one rip. When you're using this out in neutral, you kind of want to just do that, right? Or you could do down forward 1-2 in stance. So you can do that as your Punisher as well. You can decide to just do the whole 3-hit string, or you can do 2 hits in the stance and go for something else there. Up to you. Very versatile, like I said. You can keep it simple, or you can go another layer deep. And at 15 is down forward 2. Basic, launcher, nothing fancy. 15 startup, minus 13, just like all the classics. You don't need any more than that. As far as crouching goes, you have while standing 4, which is, again, straightforward like everyone else. But this one you can hold forward and go into stance. I would suggest only doing this as a Punisher. If you blocked a low and you do while standing 4 to punish, go ahead and go into stance. That +6 is enough. Do not do the stance out in the open for this move any other time. Only when you know you have the punish is it safe. Same is true at 13 frames with while standing 1. Same result there. This is even less damage. It makes you wonder, why would you even do that when the while standing 4 is more damage into stance? The reason is, if you keep doing this and you mix it up on them a little bit, you also have while standing 1-2, which is a natural combo, so you could just do that, right? You could do that as your 13 Punisher and be done. But while standing 1 into stance makes them start thinking about your pressure a little bit, and if they get fooled into while standing 1-2 and they get hit by that counter hit, you get that follow-up. So all of them put together kind of makes them a little bit more susceptible. It's not the best move, but you can leverage this a little bit further if you want to. So while standing 1 and 1-2 are pretty interesting. And again, at 13 frames, you can keep it simple. While standing 1+2 does the exact same heat engager. It's not any slower. It's the exact same 13 frames. You get your heat engager and a follow-up in heat mode. And lastly, 15, while standing 2, straightforward launcher again. One of the better launchers, you get a slightly heavier combo off of this, so pretty solid all around. Minus 14 on block, though. But that's exactly what you'd expect. So this is a straightforward set of moves, right? You could just do your damage and go about your day, or you can sacrifice damage and use your Phoenix to put more layers of pressure and more damage on them potentially. So it's how you want to play the character, like I said in the beginning. You can keep it simple, or you can, play another card and see how far that takes you. At any point, you can just cut it off, like, oh, this isn't working, he's blowing me up, then just switch to keeping it simple. That applies in every phase of the game, including his basic punch.